This chapter, Philip goes on a crazy journey with a shady character we aren't really a big fan of, and we visit a king. Winchester. Why didn't it say the chapter name first? It usually says like chapter 6 first.
A few weeks later,
chapter.
I received an invitation from Bishop Waleran.
This place is looking good.
In Winchester, we and Waleran's allies were to meet King Stephen himself. The bishop seemed assured that because we had helped the king, Stephen would support us in return.
I'm highly doubtful.
And that with his help, we would be able to rebuild Kingsbridge Cathedral.
Winchester Courtyard.
Percy Hamley.
Oh, here he is.
Bishop Waleran. Good morning. Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleys!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course. Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
She's a princess, I'll have you know.
Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Good morning.
Bishop Henry, this is my prior.
Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge, my Lord Bishop.
You won't have to say much today, Philip.
Leave the talking to us.
No, leave the talking to me. King Stephen is my brother, after all. Let us make haste. My brother is an early riser.
Stop. Oh, here we go. Chapter 6. Just get a bit of an intro to this one. The Hamleys. Don't get a straight up chapter 6. Stephen, King of the English, Winchester Castle.
I want to go hunting in the New Forest.
Hello, Your Majesty.
England is full of game. No comparison to Normandy. This country's still wild.
This is Waleran Bygod, the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
I gathered that much.
Waleran, I remember you. We've met before.
And Percy Hamley.
My king.
He brought Bartholomew to justice. And it's not the first time he's helped me. He has Norman blood in him. We should hunt together someday.
Indeed, sire.
Bartholomew, on the other hand, will not leave the jail alive.
Percy Hamley did not do it without help, my lord. It was I who told him of the plot against you.
And now you come to be rewarded as well. I see.
Everyone with their fucking hand out here.
My brother, the Cathedral of Kingsbridge has burnt down.
Look at all
Waleran
these
asks
puppies.
for a reward, not for himself.
I only just
He
noticed them.
asks for our church.
3 puppies.
I take it your church cannot afford to rebuild that cathedral, Henry. Neither can the crown.
I, or rather Bishop Waleran, had an idea. You could give the Earl of Shiring's lands to the Bishop of Kingsbridge to finance the rebuilding of the cathedral.
I like the idea. But Percy and his men were the ones who took Earl's Castle, not Bishop Waleran. Right, Percy?
Yes, my king.
He knows the area, and he will be a loyal Earl, will you not?
Of course, my king.
Like he's going to question.
You ought to give thanks to God first. God made you king.
Don't go on like that, Henry. Don't do that. You know what happens when you do that.
I'll fucking smack you!
It was a long way to this
Oh,
road.
puppy.
Long way.
Why the other puppy's sleeping?
Yes.
He's alive, I can see. I was about to say is he dead, but he's breathing.
Now I will hunt.
Oh, he's awake.
My Lord King, I
They're
thank
hunting
you for
dogs.
being willing to reconsider the future of the Shiring Earldom.
When shall we hear your decision?
Tomorrow.
Too far.
Bring my bow. Tell the men we hunt.
They're cuter when they're sleeping. I don't know if I'd like to see them in hunting mode.
Philip, Wayland and I have much to discuss.
All right. But what can I do to help?
Well, my brother asked me to get a confession from the traitor Bartholomew. A confession would be helpful against those who believe Bartholomew's arrest was unjust, and it may help us to convince my brother to forget all about his promise to Percy Hamley.
Bishop Henry said confession from Bartholomew. Into the
Until
keep?
then, they won't allow a simple monk.
Okay. Down here is that my pony? No.
No, I won't just leave. I must do something to help up.
Well, okay, far side of the courtyard.
How could you let her get away? That little bitch.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
will find her, Mother. She was here? Why?
To see her father, of course. But that won't help her. She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, Mother.
Yeah, she made a fool of you by not agreeing to marry you. That's 100%. Yep. What a bitch she is for not doing that.
Monk, it's about time you showed up.
Huh? Regan Hamley? We have not been formally introduced.
Regan Targaryen?
You are a fool. Is that formal enough for you, Monk?
That's pretty straight up.
You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if you've never set a single foot outside your little priory.
So should I...
Unbelievable.
No, fuck her.
You'd better call me father.
How you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Ugh. Waleran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that. Say something. You don't believe me, do you, Monk?
No, I don't.
Why
I
would
question
Waleran
everything you
bring
just
me
said.
then?
To plead his case. If Stephen had not believed him, Waleran would have sent you forward.
All right.
I know you don't
Proof?
trust me.
Do you have a way to prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a
No.
few hours.
Fuck him.
I will prove
I don't wanna
to
go.
you that Waleran
He's a
will
dick.
betray you.
He's a horrible person.
All right. I will ride with your son, if only to prove you wrong.
Very well. Maybe you're not a fool, after all. But do not let the bishop see you. William?
What?
Ride
What,
with Father
mother?
Philip. Do as I said.
Do as I say. And we're off
William
to...
Hamley declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed keeping me in the dark and forcing me to follow his lead. Sometimes he sped ahead on his warhorse, and it took me some effort to catch up. But sooner or later he would stop and wait, sneering as I rejoined him. On one occasion he stood there urinating against a rock. When I caught up with him, he turned without covering himself. He found my shock at his shameful behavior comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse, and rode off. Again I followed, hoping this journey had not been another horrible mistake.
Showing your dick to someone, that's a crime, no? This is where we're going? Yeah. Just flashing?
Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. A younger, blonde woman said that even if she had seen the girl, she would not tell him. Apparently, she had heard of William Hamley. William grabbed the startled-looking woman by the arm. He shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying. The other women asked William to stop, but were afraid to anger him. William turned and grinned when he saw me approaching.
What the fuck is going on? Just leave the... Oh yeah, let's just keep following the guy who's like about to rape people around. Good idea. Just... Yep. Smart. Let's... No, I definitely said get the fuck on your horse.
When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way. They must have asked themselves why a monk would ride with such a man as William. We rode off, and William stared at me full of spite. I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it. We did not talk after that. Not for a long time.
Why would I pity him? He's a fucking horrible, disgusting person.
William talked to more strangers along the way. First, I believed he was asking for directions. Then I realized that money was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. I was glad that for now he had lost interest in hurting others. Then I saw an old woman pointing William to a bearded man on a horse. William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode faster and faster, and I could not hear what more they talked about.
What? Keep a distance? Get closer to him? Why would I keep my distance? Like, I'm not coming all this way just to fuck around.
William bluntly threatened to have the man hanged for stealing a horse of his, and then ordered him to hunt down the real thieves in exchange for his life. The man laughed as if he had made a great bargain. William even paid him. Before the man rode off north, William mentioned a name. Aliena. And I prayed that whatever William's plan was, that it would fail. Then William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamley wanted us to go. Not long after, my stomach turned as I realized just where exactly we were bound.
The Bishop's Palace, of course. The Palace of Bishop Waleran Bigod. Bigod?
Just a moment.
What?
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we
Waleran.
doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place. But here I am.
He
and
did
I'm
the
starving.
cross thing, whatever you call it.
Damn, I'm starving.
Where are you going?
In there.
No.
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do it fast.
What exactly am I supposed to be doing? Hello, the bishop's not here right now. Would you fuck
How
off?
can I help you? How about you step aside?
Right. What the fuck am... Why did Hamley send us here? What is his secret? Good question. Where should I start looking?
William forgot to close his...
Oh. William, your ways are understandable. Killing is a sin, and hell awaits all sinners. But how could killing ever be a sin when a life is taken to protect God in our church? In such a holy battle, you become the sword of God, and as all do brave, valiant knights that join his crusades to the Holy Land. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, of course. Because back in the day, yeah, this is... God hates violence, except for when you're fighting in God's name. Let's not start that argument. Oh, shapes in the fog. What is this? It's something being built? A construction site of his own. What is he building out there? I don't know. Did the door just unlock? Someone just came out over here? Please don't tell me this guy just like killed the people in there or something ridiculous. Oh, here we go. Hello.
You, please.
What do you want me
You
to
were here
do?
before, weren't you?
I was.
Yes. I remember you. Philip, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Please, you have to help me.
What did he do? What did Hamley fuck do? What has he
What
done?
happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain. And he pushed me and touched me.
Oh, God.
Can you say that? Oh God. Is that not
the
taking...
monk.
Is that not taking Lord's name in vain?
Did the boy call you?
I don't know the rules.
So what? Did he ask you for help?
He didn't have to say shit. I can
Didn't
just
have to
tell
say
something's gone wrong by looking around.
I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble. Me? We're young men, he and I play rough. So what? I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what?
Such like a childish thing to be saying.
We are all men of God.
No, you're a
Well,
fucking sinner.
I'm a man.
You are a sinner.
Dirty, dirty sinner boy.
So what?
Dirty.
Everyone is. The bishop told me.
I suppose this is true.
But my sins are forgiven.
Go church every
Why would
Sunday.
you think that?
Your sins are past.
I took Earl's castle for him.
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me.
That's the sword of God,
I did
so
it
I've
for
read.
the bishop. But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well.
So I read in the letter. Everything was okay because it was the sword of
You
God.
think my father took Earl's castle?
I pity you.
Again? You dare to say that again? You pity me. I pity you. You're not a man. Neither of you are.
Says
We
you.
are men of God.
A man kills, and a man fucks. And no one talks down to me. No one!
A
know
man
you saw me in that
kills
hall,
and a
River.
man fucks.
I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
God.
And what would that have achieved?
She'd have learnt her lesson.
For doing
And
what?
don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good. I'm a man. Damn it, I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell, he looks like he'd enjoy it too.
Well, things are taking an interesting turn for a man of God. Yeah, alright, you're a
You are not a
beast.
man.
You do sound like a
You are
foul
a
creature.
beast.
Oh, I am a man.
If you say I'm a
But
man
yes,
one more
there is a
time,
beast in me. It hunts and kills like no other. I unleashed it for the bishop. And my sins are forgiven.
not how that works.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course he would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then the bishop is wrong.
Hey, we're on the same side here.
I don't think we
Now,
are.
we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
Eating? Did you just say shit randomly? Like that was... What is it? I've not finished eating shit. Let's stab the cunt. Who gives a fuck what the bishop thinks at this stage? The bishop, if you haven't figured it out by now, is obviously not a very good person. I'm just cleaning up this guy's mess. Just taking all the items right now.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will
What do you want me to do?
fix it. Throw them into the blazing furnace. where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell. I told you of heaven and hell once before. Do you remember?
Of course. The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death. I'm not afraid to die. Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell. Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
Interesting depiction of the devil.
The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars. Their
Sexually
souls are the
immoral.
devils. They will all go to hell.
That doesn't sound like
Stop
anything
it.
you would do, William. No?
Hell is far away.
Right below your feet.
I'm not afraid.
Are we just trying to scare the shit out of him? Like, what haven't we clicked on there?
For some, hell is not that far.
Oh, you're doing the right order. Oh, shit.
We ride back to Winchester. Now!
Did he
What happened?
actually see the devil?
Maybe he saw things to come.
Good. Now you leave as well. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here. Leave! Go!
Later, back in Winchester. This game's got a couple supernatural things happening,
There you
doesn't
are.
it?
My
Semi-supernatural.
son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
Do I tell her? Fuck it, let's tell her.
A construction site.
Ah. So Waleran has a building project of his own. Did you also find out what he is building?
A castle.
Yes. He is building a castle for himself.
Why?
And he
would
used
a
up
bishop
every stone
need?
and every tree on his own land.
That's why all the trees are cut
He
down.
claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you doubted my word. Do you still doubt me now, Father?
We have a shit of a son, so I don't know what I want to do with you,
As
lady.
Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiring.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
I'm a haggling man.
No, we have no deal.
Why not?
We made you a good offer.
You need me. The king still considers giving all the lands of the earldom to Waleran to rebuild our cathedral. You need this deal with me just as much as I do.
This is... Oh,
Owned!
we taught this fool well, it seems.
What are your terms, father?
I don't know who I want to deal with, really. It's like... do I want to? Fuck. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright.
What
We'll
is
say
more
what's
valuable,
divided.
arable land or forest?
Arable land, of course.
Then you shall have the arable and I'll have the forest.
I need the forest to hunt. An earl must have his hunting grounds.
You can hunt there. I just want the timber for my cathedral.
Ugh,
Which do you want, the cattle pastures or the sheep grazings?
the pasture.
Then I'll have the hill farms with their sheep. Would you like the income from markets or the quarry?
Suppose we said the quarry.
You won't, though, will you?
No. We'll take the markets. You can have the stones.
It is agreed, then?
We have a pact. My husband will let the king know of our agreement. Bishop Waleran will be quite surprised. You will see his true face.
Got him.
Get what he wants.
I don't really like them either, but it's like I don't like the bishop, so it's like what's my choice? Bishop Henry.
Bishop Henry sends me.
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
The
He
confession.
wants me to talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring. Ah. It's only Bartholomew now.
We are the nobodies.
This
Want
is
to be
Wolf Day without bread.
somebodies.
Soon he won't even be Bartholomew anymore.
He's looking a bit fucked up, isn't he? In the jail, here we are.
Bartholomew.
You are wasting away, sir. Let's just be straight up. Yeah, let's just own it.
We have never met, but I am responsible for your fate.
No one ever chose my fate for me. I choose my fate.
Yeah.
Your conspiracy. Was it really worth dying for?
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
Yeah, let's just be honest. Continue with the
I was
honesty.
asked to make you confess.
Stronger men tried that before you. Why should I confess to you?
Continue with...
I am responsible for your arrest. I found a letter you wrote to the Earl of Gloucester. My Bishop Waleran showed it to Percy Hamley.
Oh. And why?
What?
Why would your bishop do that?
To prevent a war and to help the church.
Of course. I have no sins to confess. My only regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he's
Monk,
dead anyway. Look at him wasting
tell
away.
them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
But
The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father. Tell Stephen that as well.
you know the scripture.
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
Yeah. Let's see how well that goes. I kind of wish we'd still seen the battle when he was
And a
taken.
good day to you too,
We
Father.
just miss out on it. Yeah, let's just do that.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
My loyal subject, Percy Hamley, today becomes the Earl of Shiring. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, plus all other arable land and low-lying pasture.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes.
You're getting fucked,
Of course, I
son.
have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Shiring himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, Prior.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
Yeah, I just don't want to look
Worried
bad.
because I don't have a clean robe to wear.
Then stop worrying. I like a monk to look like a monk, not like a king. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamley. He insisted that I give the sheep grazings belonging to the former Earl to the Priory of Kingsbridge. The Priory will also have the right to take stone from the Earl's quarry and timber from his forest. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised. It shall be done.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell. I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena.
Yeah?
While they shall lose their status, their name, and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
No
Be
longer
very
a
proud, Lady
princess.
Hamley.
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in all this.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can help him and his priory now.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
Oh, fuck. What is the bishop gonna do? Oh. He's gonna murder me. No, I don't know. I don't think the bishop's gonna murder me. What I did was I went to Bartholomew in his cell. I sure did. You rode with William to the bishop's palace and uncovered Walleran's secrets. I did. Walleran's servant, he became suspicious of me. Well, he's just a very scaredy chap who, every time I've seen him, seems quite off. You made a very lucrative pact with the Hamleys. I did. It was quite good. It worked out very well, I think. And the king seemed happy with the way everything was going to go. And I pissed off the bishop. Bishop Walleran believes you betrayed him. Kinda did. Fuck him. Don't care. Never liked him. Didn't like him from the moment I found him. So, fuck you, bishop. Right decisions made? I'm not sure. Siding with either parties in that scenario seems kinda crap. Siding with this one, crap. Siding with the bishop, crap. Siding not with the bishop, is that going to come back and bite Philip in the ass though? Make sure you subscribe down below so you can find out if it does in the final chapter of Book 1 of the Pillars of the Earth, coming soon.